As you know, I like to do about, I would say, two of these a week. This one is the second one. Once again, it's called The Simple and Plain Truth by Donald R. McKinney. Many of the issues I discuss, you can read in my book. You can find it at Amazon.com. I'm sorry, Amazon.com. It's called How to Solve 99% of Life's Problems. There are several other books that I've written, but that one discusses things about diet, about exercise, relationships, children, family, co-workers, many issues that we deal with on a daily basis. You can find in my book, How to Solve 99% of Life's Problems by Donald R. McKinney. This segment is called The Simple, Plain Truth, and as you know, I like to get right to it, so let's do that. This issue is about simple, plain truth. It's about drugs. Lately, there's been a lot said about drugs. Lately, a lot of people are saying that we need to start finding ways to help the drug user and put the drug dealer away. Well, I know a number of people who work in the system and deal with this on a daily basis, and as well, many of us, including myself, have had family who have been affected by this one way or the other. And I can tell you, fortunately, I haven't been addicted to drugs, so I don't claim to understand it. But from my understanding of any addiction, whether it be drugs, food, alcohol, first of all, you cannot help someone who does not want the help. I don't care what you do. I don't care how much you try. If they are not ready to get clean or sober, no matter what you do, it's not going to help. Drugs, pretty much the same way. They are talking about not putting drug users in jail and jailing the drug dealers. Well, it's not too much wrong with that, except I say give the drug dealers a longer sentence and give the drug users a shorter sentence. I say 3 to 5 years for the drug dealer, depending on how much drugs he has, and 1 year at least for the drug user. That 1 year will help the drug user get clean, help maybe spearhead him into realizing that he needs help. If you just keep putting him in rehab, not to mention the costs, which we the citizens and taxpayers have to occur, we have to figure this out. I mean, seems to me much of this is about politics. And don't get me wrong, I can understand people wanting to help, but they're not really looking at this realistically. I think if you take away the drug user, the drug dealer, who is probably going to be harder to catch, especially if he's at a higher level because he's not out there on the street. If you take away the drug user for a year, this may cause some influx in the money flow of the drug dealer, which means he has to either go into someone else's territory, or he may get desperate enough that police have an opportunity to catch him. Is it a perfect science? No. But I can guarantee you, if all we do is take drug users and put them in rehab, several weeks isn't enough to get anybody off of drugs who's been on drugs for 20 years. I can guarantee you that's not going to happen. So the whole idea of taking drug users and getting them help, putting them in rehab, once again, there may be a few people who will respond to that, but I quite honestly don't believe that it will be enough to justify the financial burden that the taxpayer already carries with a number of other ideas about a very political system who've come up with this idea. It's probably going to fail as well. I say make the drug dealer and the drug user realize that what they're doing is a crime. Like I said, give the drug dealer 3 to 5 years, give the drug user at least a year, and let that individual get their heads clear. Maybe that time will make them realize time away from family, loved ones, and friends, it's just not worth it. And many people that I know who have at least a year, I find, away from drugs, they make a really good attempt. Now, we all know about prisons, jails. People can get drugs there, unfortunately. Hey, I don't have all the answers, but this whole idea about putting drug users in rehab, like I said, I don't care what it is, whether it's drugs, alcohol, sexual addictions, any kind of addiction. If the person, the individual, is not ready to get help, is not ready to stop doing what they're doing, it's probably going to fail. Once again, this is Donald R. McKinney, and this is the simple, plain truth. Like I said before, you can find my book at Amazon.com. There's several books that I've written there, but one in particular that deals with issues like this, as well as issues about children, family, exercise, diet, a number of other things, love, relationships. It's called How to Solve 99% of Life's Problems. Can be found at Amazon.com. Thank you again, and have a nice day. Bye.